A recent article in the New York Times has people talking about recycling and what should be going into those recycling bins. In a News 10 special report, Justin Matthews takes on the do's and don'ts.
It comes by once a week, picking up curbside waste in recycle bins, taking away the trash you leave behind. Mike Jacobson from Rogue Disposal says driving the trucks takes a lot of skill.
As you see, they need them spaced apart a certain way so that he can reach it with the arm and it goes up into the hopper there. And as he's putting it back, that hopper is actually compacting the load into the back.
There's a world your garbage lives in beyond what happens at the curb.
We're back at our transfer site. The truck then brings the material in here, as you can see the big pile behind me, where it is now pushed into the baling system. The baler then takes it and it comes out as large bales, approximately 2,000 pounds. We end up stacking it over here against the wall, waiting to be loaded on trucks and sent off to a materials recovery facility.
It's an industry that stirs up a lot of questions. It all starts with what can be recycled and what should be thrown in the garbage. The answer isn't as obvious as you think. The recycling do's.
Newspapers, cardboard, tin cans, glass bottles and jars, plastics 1 through 7, and that's like, you know, your milk jugs and your pop bottles or your shampoo bottles.
Rogue Disposal's Gary Penning showed me what looked like a mountain of the recycle don'ts, mistakes the community makes every week.
Nobody recycles PVC pipe. It's not recyclable. Somebody's gotten rid of Grandma's crocheted tablecloth here. Grandma would probably be real happy about that.
Just because a material could be recycled doesn't mean it belongs in your curbside bin. The Department of Environmental Quality's David Alloway says it's crucial for people to be aware of what can be recycled because the rules are different depending on what company picks up your curbside bins.
Recycling is a really powerful way of conserving resources, conserving energy, reducing pollution. But it is important to recycle right.
Alloway says even if you put an item in the recycle bin with the intention of helping the environment, it could potentially do the complete opposite. It's something Rogue Disposal calls wishful recycling. Laura Liebrick sees it every day while on the job.
Plastic bags, film plastics, any kind of soft, malleable films that are used to wrap other things like the outer wrapper around big bundles of paper towels, things like that. That's a film plastic that is not recyclable in the curbside program.
Putting the wrong thing in the wrong place could have tremendous damage. A perfect example of this is one of the public's biggest mistakes when it comes to recycling plastic, specifically bags.
It goes online with all the other materials and it wraps around the drum and it literally melts on the drum, and they have to shut down the facility a few times a day just to peel this off.
Risa Buck is a zero waste specialist for the solid waste disposal provider Recology Ashland. She's also part of Ashland's Conservation Commission. Buck, along with the Rogue Valley's disposal companies, want to make one thing clear about recycling plastic.
So it's a no-brainer when the neck is smaller than the body, and this would include, you know, detergent bottles and all that stuff. The trick is to take the lid off. The lid does not go, and as long as it's clean.
Those plastics can be recycled in your curbside cart. Covering your news, Justin Matthews, News 10.
And if you want more specific information, just log on to your waste provider's website. The rules should be listed right there online.